The burner is on me, yeah. They play with that money, yeah. I'm fucking with something, yeah. I'm loving the way that she fucking me, yeah. Get no fucks, yeah. We don't get no fucks, yeah. Know my cup, yeah. I just bought my plug.
What's up guys, so they call them the new kid on the block in current fashion, and that is Vetements, and you're seriously missing out if you haven't seen this long sleeve simple tee that is embellished with these amazing graphic stencils. Everyone is wearing it and we'll show you how to get one without breaking the bank. But first, we quickly want to introduce a Korean brand called Vetements, and anyone who is a fan of Vetements must check them out. Their name is derived from the combination of word blades and Vlad Dracula, and we just thought that is seriously sick and awesome. During Seoul Fashion Week, we had the privilege to sneak peek their collections before the runway started, so stay tuned for that on our next DTV. They play with achromatic colors and is simple, but there are always that little details that catch our attention, such as a Velcro strap that helps to prevent the sleeves from sliding down. When we first saw this top, it reminded us of the Korean traditional costume called hanbok. It's great to witness Korean designers who are willing to embed Korean traditional fashion characteristic in today's mainstream fashion. Cool thing about Vetements' collection is that many of their pieces have this very long label tag at the back that is long enough for you to flip it over to the outside. It's all about the details. Okay, let's start. Grab your dad's or boyfriend's oversized t-shirt and trace the back and front neckline, shoulder, armhole, side seam, and the hem. Next, we're going to lengthen the body so that the length is equivalent to 27 inch, then redraw the hem and side seam that are perpendicular to each other. Now retrace your front and back body separately on a new piece of paper, and essentially the only difference between the two patterns are their neckline. Let's give half an inch seam allowance for the neck, shoulder, armhole, and side seams, and 1 inch seam allowance for the hem. Now trace half of the sleeves. Then we're going to lengthen the sleeves so that it is equivalent to 27 inch. The hem will have 4 inch width, and then connect the hem to the tip of the underarm. Let's give half inch seam allowance for the sleeve cap and the side seams, and 1 inch for the hem. For the neck binding, let's move back to the bodies that you traced at the beginning of the tutorial. Measure the front and back neckline and multiply that by 2. Whatever the heart measurement you get will equivalent to the length of the neck binding. Basically, it is a 2 inch with a rectangle neck binding pattern. Lastly, add half inch seam allowance all around and cut 1. Sew the shoulders and side seams of the back and front bodies together in half inch. Next, fold the neck binding in half and sew it in half inch. Again, fold the sleeves in half and sew it in half inch. Now grab the neck binding and fold it in half and lengthwise. Then pin it around the neckline and sew it around in half inch. To finish the hem, clean finish the raw edges with either a serging machine or a zigzag stitch, and then fold it in 1 inch and sew it in place. Repeat the exact same step to finish the hem of the sleeves. Next, sew the sleeves into the armholes in half an inch. Now the tedious and time-consuming part. Draw the letters on a piece of contact paper and make sure you drew the letters in a mirror reflection. Once you're done, prepare a brush and a black fabric paint. For us, we purchased this from eBay. Now gently peel off the letters from the contact paper and make sure you don't stretch the sleeves when attaching it on the sleeves. Then start painting the letters using the fabric paint. Wipe off the excess, and once it's halfway dry, peel the letters off from the sleeves. Ta-da! We are done!